Good morning, guys. I hope everything is going great. I'm sure it is. You guys are pretty good kids and pretty smart. So I'll bet you're doing a great job at home and in school. It looks like the hot days are pretty much behind us for now because fall starts on Tuesday, the 22nd, which means that it's going to start getting colder and colder until we get to winter in December. Here's another interesting fact. The first day of fall is called the autumn equinox. Do you know what equinox means? It means that the daytime and the nighttime are going to be the same length on that day. You see, during the winter, the days are shorter than the nights. We have more nighttime hours than we do daytime hours. As the year goes on, the days get longer and longer until the spring equinox, when the days and night are the same length again. The days keep getting longer and longer during the spring and summer, and the days end up becoming longer than nighttime. The days start shrinking as we get closer to fall, and when we get to the autumn equinox, the day and night are the same length. The year keeps going on in this loop over and over every year. That's kind of cool, right? At least I think it is. So, anyway, let's do our opening together. Repeat after me if you'd like, or just do the hand symbols with me. We are Unitarian Universalists. We are the church of the open mind, the loving heart, and the helping hands. Together, we care for our earth and work for friendship and peace in our world. Let's begin. Do you guys know what a stethoscope is? Even if you don't recognize the word, I know you've seen one. You've been to the doctor. They take that little thing, they stick the little things in their ears. It has a little circle on the end, and they put it on your chest and they put it on your back to really listen to your insides. That's called a stethoscope. And they use it to listen to your lungs and listen to your heart to make sure that they're working the way they're supposed to. Now, you're probably wondering, why did you bring up stethoscopes, Jarrod? Well, because today I want to talk about listening, and stethoscopes are all about listening. Do you guys know what the difference is between hearing and listening? Hearing is like, when your mom's talking to you, but you're playing a video game or, you're reading a book, you're coloring, you can hear what she says, but you're not really understanding it, and you probably can't even remember what it was she said when she's done. That's hearing, which means that you can hear them, but you're not really using your brain to try and understand what someone just told you. Listening, though, is when someone's talking to you and you're really paying attention to them and trying hard to understand what they're telling you. A lot of us hear other people without listening to them, and it can be really frustrating when people don't listen to what we have to say. I want you guys to think a lot about the conversations that, you have with other people. Are there times when the other person is talking and you're thinking about what you're going to say to them and you're just kind of waiting for your turn to talk? If you have, I get it. We all do it sometimes. But it's not really a good thing to do. When you're thinking about what you're going to say and you're basically just waiting your turn, you're waiting for them to stop talking so you can start talking, you're not really listening to that person. Really listening means that you're really focusing on the other person and their words. And if you're trying to think of what you are going to say to them, you don't really have enough room left in your brain to try and understand their words. We, as Unitarian Universalists, really think that it's super important to listen to people because we respect other people and their beliefs. And the only way to really learn who someone is and what they believe is to listen to them instead of just hearing them. If you don't listen to your teachers, for example, do you think you're going to do a good job when it's, time to take a test? Probably not. When we listen to other people, we learn a lot more than we could if we just listened to ourselves. Other people have interesting things to say that can teach us things that we may have never known if we didn't listen to them. I mean, Think about it. You already know everything that you know, so you can't learn anything really from yourself. So you got to listen to other people to learn anything new. There's a famous saying, nature has given people one tongue but two ears, so we may hear from others twice as much as we speak, which of course means that it's healthier and better for us to listen more than we talk in our lives. Respect is something I've talked about many times with you guys about how we should treat other people the way we want them to treat us. In case you don't remember, that's the golden rule. I'm sure there have been times where it didn't feel like people were listening to you, and I know it probably felt pretty bad, especially if you were talking about something that was really important to you or you thought was really cool. It's the same when we don't listen to people who are talking to us. It makes them feel bad and really not that important. you know, do you know what active listening is? It's when, let's say, you're talking to someone and you're looking, they're looking right at you and asking questions about what you're saying. And they're saying things like, yeah, or right, I agree, or exactly, you know, to you while you're talking to show that they're really listening to what you're saying. They also try not to interrupt too much because when you interrupt someone a lot, it shows them that you care more about what you want to say than what the other person is saying. When someone actively listens to you, it feels good because it shows that they care about what you're saying and you know that they're paying attention. Do you know what passive listening is? It's kind of the opposite of active listening. When someone is passively listening to you, they tend to stay quiet and they may start doing other things like playing on their phone or playing a video game or just kind of looking around at other stuff, looking at the floor, looking at their hands and doing other things that make you wonder if they're really even listening at all. I know that for me anyway, it feels kind of bad to have someone passively listen because I don't know if they're listening or if they even really care about what it is I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it's the same for you guys too. So, in order to be respectful to others when they're talking, we need to put all of our focus on them and their words and actively listen, which means asking them questions and responding without interrupting too much, and try to make the other person feel like they and what they are saying, are important to us. I'll bet you guys already do this with some people, like close friends. But if we can manage to do it with everyone around us, everyone that we talk to, not only will it make them feel better about themselves, but we'll end up learning a lot more and making a lot more friends because people like to be listened to. It makes them feel good. And if you can listen to them, they'll want to be your friend because they'll know that you can listen to them. So that's our lesson for today, guys. Being able to really listen to other people is a skill that you need to practice all the time. You aren't born, you know, good at listening. You have to practice at it. Because, when we're good at it, it makes our lives a lot better. Anyway, I hope you learned a little something today. And I hope you really practice being great listeners. I'll talk to you guys again next week. So until then, stay healthy, be respectful and kind, and remember that picking your noses is not okay. Later.